My hair is about to be blue. I've literally done every color. I've done pink, I've done green, I've been blonde, I've done red, I've done purple, which I really want to do purple again, but I'm scared. I've never done my entire like head of hair a color before. I did order some brown hair that I was gonna like mix in with the blue, but it never arrived. So my whole head is gonna be blue, or at least it's gonna go from like this into like a blue. The reason that I'm changing my hair is because A, my birthday is coming up, but 2 days after my birthday, I'm getting on a plane and I'm flying back to America because I'm going to VidCon Anaheim and TwitchCon Rotterdam, and that's a lot of flying. Traveling while wearing my natural hair is one of my worst nightmares. It is genuinely so annoying. So we're doing braids again, specifically these braids, but they're gonna be blue. By the way, if you haven't subscribed already, please do it. I'm sick, so you should feel bad for me and subscribe and like the video. I had you guys ask me a bunch of questions over on my Instagram, so I'm gonna answer those while I do my hair. Usually this takes me about 6 hours. Hopefully it's not gonna take me that long, but this is the longest my hair has been in a while, so I feel like it's gonna take me a while. And I'm sick, so I'm gonna be moving a lot slower. We'll see. I literally have to have the camera set up like this because, you know, when you get sick and you use a lot of tissues, there are tissues everywhere. Everywhere. I have to have the camera set up like this because my room is not as clean as you may think it is right now. I usually put on a movie or a show while I do my hair, but I just caught up on Grey's Anatomy and I just caught up on Young Sheldon and Station 19 and 911 and The Rookie. So like, what do I watch? I've just been asked to go pick something up from the Tubbo office. I will be right back. I'm so nervous because it's already like 6 p.m. and I haven't started yet, but it's okay. I'm back. I've got a brush, I've got this thingy, I've got Shine and Jam. I bought this to help part my hair. And then I've got the hair. Oh wow, it's not this blue. I don't know why the camera makes it look like this. I swear it is not this blue. First things first, I've got to brush out my head to where I look like a lion. So we're gonna answer our first question while I'm doing this. Slimeball asked how I put together an outfit, and I'm gonna be so honest. I base all of my outfits based on vibes, like the vibe of the thing that I'm doing, and then also what pants I'm wearing. I pick my pants before anything else, which I know is so weird. Like, I know most people don't do it like that, but my outfit is solely based on what pants I want to wear. Like, I know it's so weird. My style is very, like, I don't want to say tomboy, but like, I've been told by friends that it's like, you can tell that I grew up dancing because I dress very like LA dancer, I guess. There's 1/4 of my head brushed out. Kanoko Kid asked me what my favorite stream is that I've ever done. I can't think of like a favorite stream I've ever done off the top of my head. I've done some really fun ones. I guess, I don't know if it counts as my I guess so. The first MCC that I was in, if you guys don't know, I do stream over on Twitch if you want to check me out over there. But I guess when I did my first MCC, I was teamed with Phil's of Minecraft, Beckyamon, and Pizza Hut. And everything went wrong. But I just found it so funny. But we all had a bunch of laughs while we did it, and we got like 8th place, but it's okay. I never get to brush out my hair that much anymore. I forget how big it gets. If you are someone who has ever asked someone with curly hair why they don't just brush their hair, this is why. This is why I don't brush my hair. This alone. I could literally be crying right now. You would have no idea. Now I'm gonna part everything. I would do this on camera, but if it goes wrong and I get stressed out, I will have a breakdown, and I'm not putting that on social media. I feel like I shouldn't be filming a video while I'm sick. Hey! So I was a lot sicker than I thought I was. I can't breathe. It's the next day, by the way. I still can't breathe out of my nose, but it's okay. Basically, I thought that I was fine enough to record that video, but then my cold medicine wore off and I was not fine enough to film that video. I spiked a little bit of a fever and my left ankle swelled up. Not sure why. I didn't like trip or hit it on anything. Also, like, my room is just disgusting because I've been so sick. I never get sick. I'm pretty sure it's just because I'm in the freaking UK. Even though my hair's done, I'm still gonna answer your questions just while I do my makeup when I'm not sick. See you in a couple days. I can't breathe out of my nose. This is probably really gross. Hiya, it's the next day and I'm mostly better. I'm still gonna answer the questions you guys asked me, but I'm gonna be doing my makeup instead so that I can go out and take photos in my new hair. I can breathe out of my nose now.
which is great, so good enough for me. Normally I do my makeup in front of like my giant mirror. I'm using my iPad, which is in my lap, as a phone camera, so it's gonna be great. Not sure how to pronounce this name. Breh. I don't know. Anyways, they asked what my reaction was when I got into MCC for the first time, so I'm gonna be so honest. When I was asked if I would be an MCC, I was driving to Taco Bell, and I got a DM from Scott that was like, hey, what are you doing on whatever the day was? And I pulled over in the parking lot to respond, being like, nothing, why? And then he was like, are you free for MCC? And I literally had to like stop for a minute and like pull over and park because I was trying not to freak out, and I didn't want to freak out while driving. I don't know, MCC is something that I never thought I'd get to be like an actual part of regularly. I never saw myself ever being in an MCC, and I thought that was so cool, and I feel like I've come a long way since then. So Spuddy asks, can I see myself living in the UK in the future? So it's a complicated answer for me because it's like, I love it here, I do. It's just my home is California, my home is Los Angeles. Like, I'm so used to the city, and I know like a lot of people who are either from LA or like moved here, like they hate LA, but it almost makes me mad that I love it there. I can't see myself leaving it like permanently. Like even me being in the UK right now for 6 months, I'm like, wow. It makes me realize how much I love Los Angeles. I'm wearing a mask anyway. Why am I putting on blush? Nobody's gonna see it. I put a ring light in front of me. Don't know how I feel about this. Blitz Ash. Blit. Right. What's your favorite song? So I've got a lot of favorite songs. It really depends on my mood and what the vibe is. I listen to a lot of like Motown music because I have an older dad and he introduced me to that music growing up. So like I listen to a lot of like Stevie Wonder, Luther Vandross, James Brown, Michael Jackson, Earth, Wind & Fire. But like I don't know what my favorite song is. I don't know a favorite song, so I'm gonna list some favorite artists. I like Anson Seabra, Clinton Kane. I like, I'm forgetting so many. I'm gonna put my favorite artists on the screen because I can't remember my favorite artists. My go-to meal when I don't feel like cooking. Lately, while I've been in the UK, we have this corner store nearby and they sell like these pre-made burgers. So all you have to do is microwave the burger and put the 2 buns in the toaster. So what I do is I take that and I put cheddar cheese with lettuce, tomato, bacon, and then the patty. And I'll just do that if I don't feel like cooking. And then I'll make my own Thousand Island sauce, which is literally just mayo with sriracha sauce. And then I just mix it and then I put it on. It's really good. It's like my go-to if I don't feel like doing anything. It takes like 10 minutes tops. I'm assuming your name is Oscar. Anyway, Oscar asked what a skill is that I've always wanted to learn. I don't understand how people flip. I've grown up dancing. I've been able to do aerials. I've been able to do handstands and stuff. How do you physically flip? Like, I understand how, like, I've had the steps explained to me. I've tried to be taught how to flip. I understand how to do it, but I can't do it. Like, how do people flip their body? I don't understand. Oscar also asked, well, actually a bunch of you asked, what initially got me interested in YouTube/streaming? If you don't know, I stream over on Twitch every single day at 8 BST. Click the link in the description, you'll see it there. What initially got me into YouTube was just the fact that I grew up watching a lot of YouTube as a kid. If I'm being honest, I can't do this in a phone camera. 1 second. I got interested in YouTube. I've always been interested in YouTube because I grew up actually watching like Sunday, like Bayesian Canadian, which is really funny. I guess I've always, like, ironically been a Minecrafter. But as for Twitch, I kind of just got into it because my friend group was really into, like, watching different Twitch streamers. I'm gonna sneeze. A lot of my friends were into watching Twitch streams during the pandemic, and I saw that, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. So actually what my friends and I did was we made Twitch accounts and TikTok accounts, and we were like, okay, we're just gonna do this for winter break just to see what happens. And we made, like, a TikTok with like all of our stats from the beginning of winter break to the end of winter break. But then I had a couple Bed Wars TikToks do really well, and I was like, oh, maybe I can do this. And then now I'm still here. I wish I was kidding, I'm not though. Matt McHale asked how tall I am, and they're guessing that I'm 5 foot. So for some reason, people always think that I'm gonna be really tall, even though I love telling the internet that I'm really just not tall at all. I think it's the fact that I've got really long legs, but my body is really disproportionate. My body's really disproportionate. Like, if my torso was sized correctly with my legs, I'd probably be a lot taller. But like, even a lot of my short friends, when we sit, they're taller than me. It's a very strange thing. My friend Amy, I'm pretty sure when we sit next to each other, we're the same height. But when we stand, obviously I'm taller. I'm 5'6", just barely. Wouldn't be surprised if I've shrunk. I'm 5'6". A lot of people think that I'd be like, not much taller, like 5'7", 5'8", but even then I'm like, that's pushing it. My mom is not even 5 feet tall. I think she's like 4'11", though hopefully she doesn't see this video because she will deny that. My dad also isn't that tall. My dad's like 5'8", but he's also older and he has shrunk. I don't know how tall he was in his prime. Brenna Grace asked me, are you okay with people saying hi to you if they see you in public? Of course I am. I love whenever you guys say hi to me in public. I'm all for it. I'm someone, if you guys see me in public and you say hi to me, I will match your energy because I don't want the conversation to be awkward. So absolutely, if you ever see me, feel free to say hi. I did have someone come up to me at work one time. That one was a little weird. Okay, doing your mascara on an iPad, like on an iPad instead of a mirror, is actually really hard, I'm not gonna lie. Doesn't look terrible. Ooh. Star Arson asked what my favorite thing and least favorite thing about being in the UK is. There's a lot of things I like about being in the UK, so like my absolute favorite, it's gonna take me a second to answer. But in regards to what I don't like about being in the UK, I guess how far I am from home. If I wanted to go home to see my family, it's a 10-hour flight versus other people who can probably fly like maybe like an hour, like just drive up to their family. That is the thing. I never spend that much time with my family at home, but it is different being so far away from my family, I guess. This is the wrong eyeliner. And then I think my favorite thing here is, number one, I feel more inspired to like make content here. I think it's because I'm surrounded by other people who are constantly like on their content grind that I'm like, okay, I need to be on mine. It does help for me like actually making content. Another thing is it's so nice to be around my friends. Like I have so many friends in LA, but it's like different because I don't get to see these friends outside of like conventions and stuff, so it's been nice to like hang out with everyone. I gotta lock in really quick, hold on. I could not do my eyeliner in the iPad. I had to use the mirror. I was sat here, I was trying, and I was like, it wasn't working. It is going to suck when I leave the UK because it has been so nice spending time with the people that I don't normally get to spend time with. That is something I am realizing. The more time I spend here, the more used I am to seeing the people that I wouldn't normally get to see back at home, which means it's gonna be really hard for me when I have to leave, but it's okay. I don't need to think about that right now. Since I've been sick, I have not been on my skincare game as much as I should, but it's okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay, Onyx Live asked what my #1 favorite show was when I was a kid. Okay, I have like 3 #1 shows that I watched all the time. Cause you know, there's different ages of being a kid. One of my favorite shows, even to this day, that I still watch is the Dragon Ball series. And when I mean like it's my favorite series, I'm not kidding. I'm talking like Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT. No, GT doesn't count. Dragon Ball Super, like even Kai, like I grew up watching the Dragon Ball series because I remember I went into the living room and my older brother, I have an older brother who's 11 years older than me, was watching Dragon Ball Z, and that was how I really got into it. And then I found like a bunch of different websites that I could just watch the dubbed version of all the I was not ready for that. I was not ready for I would watch the show with my brother whenever we had a chance to, and then when he moved away, that's something that I never really stopped watching. It started as me watching it like as a reason to hang out with him, and then it ended up just being a show that I really, really like to this day. All right, my makeup is done. I'm gonna get a mask on, and I'm going to go get some coffee and take some photos with my new hair. I'm gonna do the same thing I said last video where I go, help me pick an outfit, even though you're not really there. I need to see what this looks like. It feels weird not wearing a necklace, but I can't find the one I wanted to wear, so it's fine. I feel like the blue with the blue is so cute. I don't know. I really like the way that the blue hair turned out. I know in the beginning of the video I said that I was scared, but I actually really like the blue. There's a little ribbon in my hair, but you can't really see it either. But I really do like the blue. The parting in the back of my head is a little messed up. It's really messed up. I realized that because I was sick, it got to a point where I was so exhausted that I went, I don't care. So you don't get to see the back of my head. And that's okay. I'm very much the kind of person where the back of my head is none of my business, and I'm okay with that. It's really nice outside today, so I thought I'd go out and do work, but I really wanted to show you guys my hair while I'm in the sun. It's so nice. I didn't think I was gonna like the blue hair this much, but I think I do. I don't know. All right, you guys, I'm gonna end this video here. This has been one hectic ass video. I'm taking a bit of a break from streaming while I'm sick because I tried to go live yesterday. I'm gonna blow my nose. But It was bad. I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe, by the way, if you haven't. I really want to hit 10K just because it looks a lot cooler than 7K. Comment below what hairstyle or color you want me to try next. Preferably one I haven't already done. I hope I made your day just a little bit better. I will see you in the next video. Bye! Bye!